Hey friend, welcome back. Do you have jeans? Do you have old pairs of jeans that either don't fit you anymore, maybe they're too big, too small, and you just don't know what to do with them? Well, I got a video for you today. Today we're going to be repurposing old denim jeans and turning them into belts. Let me show you the two inspiration photos that we will be following today. First, I saw this photo on Pinterest of this bag that looks like it's made out of repurposed denim jeans, and I saw the handle of the bag or the strap of the bag, and I'm like, oh my god, we could use that same method to create a belt. And you could also use this same method to create like bracelets and necklaces and different things. So I'm going to show you how to do that one. And then this next one here is kind of more so like a pants topper. You could wear it over a pair of jeans, a skirt, whatever. So we're gonna make that. That one will be super easy. So grab your old sad denim and let's get into this tutorial. To be honest, I don't really know what I'm doing. This is my first time doing this, okay? For the first belt, what you're going to do first is take your old pair of jeans, get the leg, and then you're just going to cut two long rectangular strips. You want this to be the length of your belt. I'm covered in dog hair. The thickness is really up to you, my friend. If you want a thicker belt, go ahead. But usually what you can do is just measure out your standard belt loops on an old pair of pants and then cut to fit that size. Got my two straps. If you want kind of like a distress look on the edges, what you'll do after you have cut each strip, you're just gonna start like pulling out these like little strings, kind of just start roughing up the edges, kind of see where you can grab strings, pull them out, and then you'll wash it. And when you dry it, it'll come out all like frayed like this. Now the reason why I said cut out two strips is because I want this to be like a thick functional belt. You don't have to cut out two if you don't want, but the next step is I'm going to just sew these together, just straight down each of the sides so that it becomes one thick piece. If you don't know how to sew, use hot glue. Again, you don't have to do this step. You could just use one. It's just not gonna be as sturdy. And now I'm just gonna sew this all the way around. Nothing fancy, nothing special. Oops. Oh my god, so beautiful. And if you're somebody who's really intimidated by sewing, don't be. This is just 4 straight lines along the perimeter, just straight lines, and even if they're messy, nobody's gonna know because we're gonna cover this belt in grommets. That's the next step. So essentially what I'm gonna do is go around and mark where I want my grommets to go. The key here is I need to make sure that there's a grommet that ends perfectly on the outside of the belt because that's how we're going to connect it. So let me go through and mark this. I'll show you in a second. I know you're just quaking with anticipation. I've marked in white dots where the grommets are gonna go. Next, we're gonna go in and add the grommets. I'm using a grommet punch. I highly recommend one of these if you're somebody who loves to make clothes and DIY stuff because you could use this for a lot of projects and it's only like $30. I'm going to line up this kind of, I don't know, nipple looking thing to the middle of the dots. Top piece in, put the bottom piece in, line it up, push really hard, and then it'll cut out. Pull that little piece off, boop. And then we have a grommet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that for the rest of the belt. Ooh, I love that grommet punch tool. I'm gonna do a whole video just doing projects just with that. Now that this is done, we're pretty much done. We just need to figure out how we're gonna fasten this. And I have the easiest solution. We get a couple of these guys. I don't know how you say this, carabiner? Attach to one side, attach it to the other side. Go on. Moment of truth. Look at it. Look at it. And what's even better about this is, let me get this off. You could attach this to your purse and it could be a purse strap, just like our reference photo. You could make this smaller and it could be a choker. It could be a bracelet. The possibilities are endless. And this honestly took me like 30 minutes to make. And I'm filming. First belt done. I'm a fan. What I am bummed, I wanted to make this in leopard, but I used all of my leopard denim because I'm addicted to animal print. Oh, you could wear this like as a sash. Goth Girl Scout. Okay. Belt number 2. This one is no-so. We're gonna do the same method where we're going to cut off a piece of a pant leg. This pair of jeans has already been a victim of my craft world, so let's cut off the other half. I almost cut off my finger, but I didn't. We got one whole pant leg, look at that. I'm only cutting one panel because this is a no-sew tutorial, but if you wanted to make this thicker, you could sew another piece to it. I wanna like kind of do a design on here, so I'm gonna use some fabric spray paint, and we're going to spray paint some stars all along the fabric. For spray painting, I'm creating a stencil, so what I did was traced a star onto some cardstock paper, and I'm going to cut it out. Huh! All right, we have a stencil. Fabulous. Now we're gonna spray paint the stars. Ah! Well, isn't that fun and dandy? I had one more star to do, and this stopped working, even though it's a full can. So I have one star that is not fully done. So use your imagination. You don't see that star. You don't see it. You don't see this star. You see all the rest of my beautiful stars. You don't see this one, right? You understand? I guess we have to move on. We have to move on. What I was originally thinking, to fasten this, to make it like, you know, a belt, I was gonna use my button machine, my button fastener, to create buttons so it could snap on. However, one, I don't wanna do a whole video influencing you to buy other things. We're just gonna use the grommet press. And the reason for that is, then this can be more adjustable. We're gonna do something kind of like a corset style, so I could wear it higher up, I could wear it lower, and just is more versatile that way. If I were to just do the buttons, it would just be one size, or I'd have to add a lot of buttons, and I'm lazy. But don't you worry, if you are interested in learning how to make button-up things or things with snap-on buttons, I have a whole different video coming up about that, so I guess you're gonna have to subscribe if you wanna see that. So to create a corset, I'm going to do 3 grommets down here, 3 or 4, and then I'll do it on the other side, and we will find something to use as lace. I don't know. I probably have something around here. So same method as before. I'm going to lay down my grommets. I'm gonna mark where I'm gonna punch, and then I'm gonna do it, okay? So here it is with all of the grommets. I used a shoelace to kind of string it up, so let me just... Probably not with these pants, but you get the gist. This would look cute like over top, like some just plain black pants, a skirt. Well, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you choose to make one of these or which one you like the best. The first one, or we have the second corseted one with the stars. Be sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more fun, easy DIY clothing, makeup, whatever. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, friend.